Welcome back, part 2. Sunny Wake and Bake. Holla at your boy, Bread. The yeast is all dissolved in the water. So, we are going to pour in. I'm going to read this because I'm definitely feeling it. Because if you mix this video with the other video, I'm drunk. No food, alcohol. Bad combination, but whatever. Alright. Half a cup of bread flour. Okay. It does say bread flour. I highly recommend that. If you see anything that says bread flour, which is a higher protein content, a little more meant for bread in general for how it is processed, highly recommend it. But if you don't have that, don't fret, especially during quarantine. You can use all-purpose flour. It may not be as good, but it will still be amazing. Okay? There's like tiers. It's like God level, and then if you want like God level 2, bread flour. But don't think, oh, I'm looking at my recipe book, especially joy cooking. I can't do it on bread flour. Fuck that. If you have flour, you are good. Okay. Half a cup of that. Mix that in. Alright, we're also going to mix in the vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons. Bam. Yeah. We're going to mix in the 3 tablespoons of sugar and the 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Bam. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. And we're also going to mix in the 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks lightly beaten. Let's beat these motherfuckers. Alright. Nothing too crazy, just enough to get the yolks kind of going. Grab my spoon, wooden spoon. If you know why this wooden spoon is important, you've been watching my videos. If you don't, watch my videos. Okay. Mix this bad boy up. Nice and loosey-goosey. Oh, man. Yeah, make sure it's thoroughly blended, and then we're going to add in the other 300 grams, 2.5 cups of flour. So let's get that nice and blended. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to get as many of the lumps out as possible. Some recipes and channels recommend a metal fork, which I won't lie, does definitely help because it's more of a whisk than it is a flat object. But at the same time, all the pros mention wooden utensils, plastic utensils, so I'm just gonna stick to this fucking wooden spoon. Give it a little tappy tap. Give it a nice stir. Could be the alcohol, but this is looking good. Alright, then 300 grams of flour, 2.5 cups. Gradually stir that in. So I'm going to give it a little tappy tap. Not the whole thing. Stir that in. Nice and light. This is the point we want to be nice. Bread making, just have fun with it. I swear to God, unlike some recipes, especially when it comes to like baking cakes and whatnot, bread is very, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like lenient. You can make huge mistakes like cooking, where you could definitely, you know, fix some things if you add too much of this and that. You have wiggle room, so have fun with it, but don't have too much fun with it. Whether or not this is going to turn out perfectly, we'll see. A little more flour. Now we incorporate that. Not the whole thing. Just gonna keep on mixing. There we go. I highly recommend this in general. It's very therapeutic. If you don't take it too seriously, just have some fun with it. In the end, as I've mentioned in other non-drunk videos, the quote about like exercise, you are doing 100% more than anyone who doesn't get the fuck off the couch. There's plenty of people out there. Oh, look at that. We'll get to that in a second. Doesn't hurt. Turn that oven off really quick. That will be part of our part 2 drunk Sunday wake and bake sourdough. Give me a second here though. Alright, a little more. I'm not done yet, but we're almost there. This helps incorporate the flour easier. If you dump it all in at once, it's going to be a pain in the fucking ass. You could, but then you're going to have to do way more work to get it right, because you want to make sure it's right. If your dough ball is too floury or not incorporated enough, you're going to have problems. So, and the best part about this is once we're done here, we're going to give it about an hour and a half. Sorry, I'm reading this recipe. Oh, Ron, thank you for the alcohol. My wife is going to kill me tonight. Sorry, future wife. In 6 days, she's my wife. There we go. There we go. Get that mixed in. And just a little bit more. Slash the rest. Mix that in. Now, all the good channels will tell you, and I'm just being fucking, I don't feel like cleaning up, especially since I'm not making one loaf, I'm making a whole bunch today. All the pros will tell you, mix by hand. You want to feel it. It's true. I'm not denying that at all. Wooden spoon is good. It's recommended to a point. But when it comes to mixing certain things, you are going to want to mix it by hand. You just feel it. You get that texture. You get the fucking, you know, you get the mixing in a whole lot more versus a spoon, which I get. 100% get. Especially since if you're doing this in a KitchenAid, your dough hook isn't doing nearly as much as you can do if you fucking do it by hand, but that's a pain in the ass. I don't blame half of you if you choose never to do it that way. I mean, look at this. It's not incorporated flour on my spoon. It's not mixing. So I'm going to fucking pull that off. I'm going to start doing a little bit of both. Mixing with my hand. There we go. Have some fun with it. If you need to, add some more flour, but not much, just to kind of coat your hands. Get this off my hands here because I'm mixing it. For fingers, if you get all these sticky fingers, which I didn't flour my hands enough, scoop and pull. Scoop and pull. Each finger. Separately, too good. You're not going to get every single thing off, you get the majority off. And then scoop and pull that off as much as you can. At least pull and peel. Flour and dough is fantastic. It's such an interesting combination of things. Look at that. It's just so fun. Have some fun with it. I'm drunk. I'm going to say it. Fuck Rod. In a good way. Screw you and your judgmental things. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that burns. Woo. Okay. Turn that down a bit. Wash my hands nice and good. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to give it another mixing really quick. Wash my hands, and then we're going to cover this for an hour, hour and a half. And while we do that, I'm going to pull this out really quick for my next video. You're literally going to see me go from one to the other really fucking quick. So, have some fun. Boop, boop. Stay loose.